When will the Chicago Bears make their decision on if they are keeping Justin Fields or trading him moving forward? Let's talk about this, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that subscribe button down below. All right, let's get into this, people. So we know the Bears have clinched the #1 overall pick, right? And so now it's just a matter of time, right? What will they do? This is the biggest talk of not just Chicago sports media, but literally national sports media. Like, this is, again, the Bears being in the spotlight, which is nice for a change, and talking about what the heck are they going to do with that #1 overall pick, because it is honestly one of the hardest decisions I can think of a sports franchise making in a long time. It's a very tough decision. And so I'm not going to talk about the decision itself and what they should do, because I'm going to talk about that all off season. But let's talk about when this decision is expected to be made. All right, so we need a couple of dates here to set the context, and that is the first date being the draft. The NFL draft is April. So clearly you need to make the move before April, before the NFL draft. Now, yeah, you could technically make the move on draft day, right? Trade the pick if you make that decision on draft day, or keep it. But if you are trading the pick, you most likely want some time to be able to evaluate, hey, now that we've traded the pick, we've moved down, what position are we? What players could we end up drafting at this slot? Like, I don't think if they are trading the pick, they're going to wait until draft day. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, when do the Bears need to make a decision on Justin Fields' fifth-year option? So that's important here, because you have to decide on that. Now, thankfully for the Bears, that's not even until after the draft. That's in May. They don't have to exercise the fifth-year option until May. Now, that option is, I believe, for $23 million guaranteed no matter what, but they don't have to make that decision until May, so I do think they will wait for that. So that's the second one. The third and final date here to note is March. March is when they made that trade last year, when they traded the #1 overall pick. So from Jeremy Fowler, reporter for ESPN, after the NFL Combine in March, the Bears should have a clear idea on the direction of their QB room. Within this context, it's notable that the Panthers deal was made on March 10th. So that's important because, hey, we've seen the scenario play out before. Ryan Poles made the deal on March 10th last year, and so you had about a month, a little less than that, to get ready for the draft. And so I believe if he trades the pick again, he will most likely, I believe, do it a month before or a little less than that. Just because I think he wants to give, his team some time to be able to assess the new position that they're in. So I think that is around the timeline you're looking at, around that March timeline. It could be early March, mid-March, late March, but I would guess that it's going to be early to mid-March. I don't think it'll be late March. I think Ryan Poles wants to have a little bit of time here for his staff. So that is when I expect the decision to be made. So don't expect anything to happen between now and March. So like the season's going to end, the Super Bowl is going to happen, and then probably a month after that. So plenty of to talk about. Buckle up. This is going to be the biggest talk in town, because I'm telling you right here, right now, this is the biggest, or one of the biggest decisions a sports franchise has ever made. Because on one hand, you've got Justin Fields, a guy who's improved. The Bears have won a number of games recently. If you trade him, do you ruin the locker room chemistry? This isn't Madden, right? These are actual human beings, right? Are you passing up on a guy who's just on the verge of breaking out? Or on the other hand, you have a prospect in Caleb Williams, who I believe would be the pick if they kept it, and a guy who could be an absolute superstar in a town that's never had a superstar quarterback. Like, I love Justin. He hasn't gotten to that level yet. And if you pass up on him after passing up on Mahomes, can you really survive passing up on another superstar quarterbacks? And you reset the clock, the QB clock. You have all these financial advantages. Like, you can build a huge roster from a cap flexibility perspective by taking a rookie quarterback. Like, there's so much pros and cons on either side. Like, I'm just glad I'm not the one making the decision. This is why Ryan Poles gets paid the big bucks, and this is why I'm trusting him to make that call. But yeah, folks, I don't expect anything to happen until March, earliest, mid-March, probably latest. So let me know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment down below as always.